Get a dictionary.
So there's this thing going around, oh, you like that transition? That was fast. So I was on Twitter last night and everybody was asking me to do a reaction to this Twitter person. Is that what it's called? I've been on Twitter for over 10 years. I should know what they're called. His mother of doggons tweeted, "What's the dumbest thing you've ever done as a kid?" My shining moment was when I was like 4. I put floaties on my feet and jumped into a pool thinking I'd walk on water. I almost drowned. I read this before and I don't know why. I'm almost losing my breath. And a lot of people replied, and I'm going to be reading this and I'm gonna tell you what the dumbest thing I did as a kid at the end of this video, all right? Let me get my heart together because I know this is gonna be fun. When I was in elementary school, I followed through on the "for a good time" call post on the bathroom wall. I haven't seen that in a long time. And left a message with our house number and my name. I got the whooping up like that. In 2nd grade, after school, I was dared by a classmate to dial 911 on the school payphone. I thought because it was a payphone, it wouldn't go through. And I'm telling you right now, it will go. Do we even have payphones anymore? And it did. We left school. First responders showed up. Next day, I was called to the office. Someone snitched. I got suspended. Did you find out who snitched? That's what I really want to know. I wasn't old enough to bake cookies, so I'd chew up bread, form it into a cookie. You chewed up bread, put peanut butter and sprinkles on top and on top to hide the saliva and sell them to my friends for a quarter. I finally told one of them the recipe and felt so bad I gave her a plate full for free. She ate them anyway. That's nasty. Your friend is eating your DNA. Did I tell you what my nephew did? My nephew would exchange his Tonka yellow dump truck for a bag of chips. And this was back then when those little chips were 25 cents. So he actually exchanged like a $15 toy for 25 cents. Someone made fun of me crying, so I went home and put L'Oreal No Tear shampoo in my eye. My brother was 4 and I was babysitting him. All of a sudden I hear a huge crash, screaming and crying. I rushed down the stairs and asked what happened. He told me I tried to fly. Saddest moment in his life. Went skiing in Colorado with my family when I was like 11. My brother kept falling and taking forever, so I decided to go ahead without waiting on them. I'm seeing stars for laughing so much. Took a wrong turn, went down a diamond slope, and ended up in a different town on another side of the mountain. At least it was for free. You didn't even have to pay a dime. Just probably an arm and a leg, but still. Got my head stuck in my Barbie house. I wanted to see what it was like from her point of view. I'm gonna regret doing this video. When I was 4, a skunk was on my porch. I thought it was a cat, opened up the door, and the thing actually came in. Isn't that the point? Don't you want your cat to come in? My mom freaked, and so did the skunk, spraying everywhere, including both of us. Your mom probably grabbed that skunk's tail and put my cat in a suitcase when I was 5 and couldn't figure out how to unlock it for 10 minutes. When I was like 6, my mom was giving me a bath and she had to leave the room for a second, so she told me not to leave the bath under any circumstances. So I didn't, not even when I farted and a turd came out and floated around with me in the tub. Oh, you nasty mom. I found a dead bird during recess and kept it in my pocket for the entire day of school thinking I could take it home and have a new pet. My mom was doing my laundry that day and emptied out my pockets and screamed when she felt a miniature break. I moved the hands on the clock forward so Sesame Street would start sooner. I don't know if that's the dumbest or the cutest thing I've heard. Oh my God, did I tell y'all Sesame Street? This is what Sesame Street said. Sesame Street introduces homeless Muppet, all right? Why Kaylin says, so we just gonna act like the Grouch hasn't lived in a trash can his whole life? Y'all need to start giving Grouch his love. Everybody's talking about Cookie Monster, Big Bird. How about the Grouch? Why ain't nobody talking about the growl? When I was 8, I tried to reheat a Sonic grilled cheese delight. Can I ask y'all something? How do y'all know exactly what age you were? All right, because I have short-term memory, and I might know a few things, but the last thing I know is when the exact age I was. For those of you who don't know, Sonic wraps their food in the wax-lined foil paper. I watched my grilled cheese combust for about 8 seconds before I calmly told an adult, hey, the microwave blew up. That reminds me of a time when my sister and I wanted to put our dolls in a merry-go-round and put our plastic dolls in the microwave, and they all melted. You probably scarred for life seeing that. One time, my sister tried to flat iron our baby's hair. Ooh. Oh, Barbie's hair. Well, I was about to say. With a literal iron and ironing board. When we were in middle school, the superintendent of our school system lived 2 doors down. It was snowing. He lived in the school? He lived in the school? It was snowing, so we at 10 p.m. on a Thursday night shoveled snow into his driveway, hoping to make him think it was so bad to close school. I thought this was about to end so happy. When I was 5, I put a pancake in the fish tank to hide it from my parents. I was playing with my hamster, tossing him in the air and catching him. Tossed up too hard once and he hit the ceiling. When I caught him, he was dead. Oh my gosh. There's some things you don't need to tweet. You need to get rid of the evidence. I am so sorry for how hard I laughed at this. As a kid, it wasn't funny, but I can look back and laugh at it now too. Can the hamster laugh? Golly, y'all are rude. My moment was when I wanted to carry my rabbit around, obviously not in my arms because he was a fatty and I was tired, so I stuffed him in my Barbie suitcase and he died. Y'all are out here killing animals? I used to sit in the dryer and read. The image of this is about to scare me. I literally wouldn't let anyone use the dryer if I was in it once it wasn't working and we had to go to a laundromat. I refused to let this old lady use the only free dryer because I was reading. One time my sister had a bunch of her friends over and she took my pet fish out of the tank so they could all pet it. I tried to cut a hole into the bottom of the TV thinking I'd be teleported into the cartoon world. What pair of scissors is gonna cut through a TV? Put a penny in my nose to see if it can fit. Got stuck and I freaked out for hours, crying. I was gonna tell my dad, wait. Well, I bet the interest rate would have went sky high by now. When I was in preschool, I had a pet fish and every day I would take it out of its tank and pet it. Why is everyone petting fish? I was sat on the grass and started playing with some stones. They were super soft and I spent ages pulling them apart and squishing them. It was rabbit droppings. My parents were having a small get together and there was a candle lit in the bathroom. I didn't like the smell, so I tried to put it out with the tissue. Jumped from a diving board into an empty swimming pool with 2 umbrellas as parachutes. I was about 8 and I distinctively remember thinking to myself, 1 is enough. I'm smart to use 2. I want to know what happened. Do you have an after picture or something? When I was 5, I put M&Ms in my ears so I could hear them talk like the commercials. Lost a bouncy ball under my bed and me and my cousin couldn't see in the dark, so I grabbed a lighter and held it under my bed, caught my bed on fire. My parents still don't know. My mother loves to tell the story. All right, one day when I was really little, I wanted to help her out in the kitchen. So to get me out of the way, she gave me a potato to play with. After a while, she went to check on me only to find out I had managed to flush the potato down the toilet. I really thought this one was going to be so funny. When I was like 6, I took an egg from the fridge and put it under my pillow before I fell asleep, thinking it would be a baby chicken when I woke up. Took a pair of tweezers and stuck them into an outlet. Oh my God. My grandma came running out of the shower naked, and my dad will never forgive me for having to see that. 7-year-old, alone in the kitchen with a box of 12 Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. Free car inside. Instead of taking them out the box, I ate my way to the bottom to find a mail-in coupon, storm into the living room, throw the box across the room yelling, "There's no car!" I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know if they still do it, but them Kool-Aid points. I had like stacks of Kool-Aid points My fingers were like I was playing bingo for 8 days straight. Out of all them coupons, it was probably like 7,000 points. I won a cassette tape. A cassette tape! I can't believe I spent about 10 months of my life for a cassette tape. I rode my tricycle into the pool and didn't stop riding underwater sideways going until my dad pulled me out because you almost died. Your dad saved your life. You need to tag him the next time. One time I was 7 and I tried to hide my diary key in the electrical outlet. I keep my secrets to myself now. Crowning achievement was when I was 7. I stuck a pair of scissor blades into a socket in my class. Who is teaching these kids to put metal things in a socket? It set the entire street into blackout. Mine was when I was 4 too. I thought my cat wanted to go for a swim in my kiddie pool and I got scratched head to toe when I tried to throw her in. That cat probably said, who you? I'm not the 1 or the 2. I thought my cat was hot and put heroin? The what? Oh, I put heroin in the refrigerator to cool her off. Oh, I put her in. Oh my God. I thought my cat was hot and I put her in the refrigerator to cool her off. She ate all the lunch meat. Now that's a smart cat. That cat is probably still alive today with all the wisdom she had. I locked myself in the dryer because I wanted to see if it could rock back and forth, but when I got in, it didn't move, so I thought I had to close the door, and I did, and I couldn't get out. Lord, she probably still tweeting from the dryer now. When I was a toddler, I ran into the street when a car was coming to save a bird from getting run over. It flew away. You probably said, I do this all the time, boo. What you do? What you doing on the street? When I was 8, I tried to prove to my friends that I was part horse. So I ate a ton of grass to prove my point. I learned that day that you will throw up if you eat grass. When I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, I convinced my friends I was part wolf and raised by wolves. That's it? That's all you're gonna tweet? Can we get another part of this story? Put toilet paper on top of my lamp to darken down the light bulb. Toilet paper? Did you not have a sheet or something? A pillowcase? I taught my daughter not to say anything while playing hide and seek. My mom was watching her while I was at work and called me because she couldn't find my 4-year-old. My dad told me to keep my eye on the ball and T-ball, so I put the bat down and put my eye against the ball. That was my only season. All right, now, so it's your turn. Tell me, comment down below, what is the dumbest thing you did as a kid? Don't hold back, it's just between you and me. The dumbest thing I done, you know what? I'm gonna call my parents. Maybe they don't know.
Hello?
Hey, Dad.
Hello?
Dad.
Yes.
What is the dumbest thing I did as a kid that you can remember?
You did quite a few.
Well, just name one.
Let me talk to your mama and get back with you.
All right.
All right. Love you, man.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye. You know what that means? That means I was a smart kid. I didn't do anything dumb. Oh, and don't forget, I have merch at my store, all right? You guys can get it before the holidays, I think. And I'm also doing personalized shout outs on Cameo. Make sure you go to my description box to check these things out. I will see y'all with a new video pretty soon. In a few days, I got you, all right? Bye.
For me, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs up anyway, cause you will. Thumbs up, cause you will. Thumbs up. But with that being said, thumbs up.